Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that, and we are still on our quest to get to above 700,000 so we can get that upgrade. So let's have a look what we have to do. Oh yeah, we've got our science data satellites going. We've actually got our science data satellite going to Moon right now. So Moonsat 1, we need to fly you to the moon, so to say. Yeah, exactly. So you should have no problem getting there, and we have actually we shouldn't have a problem here. Get a little bit faster, please. And sphere of influence change right about here. I'm amazed. That actually worked pretty well. Then we want to go a little bit normal, just so we come around this way. I hope this is the right way. I just need to point towards Kerbal. I'm currently pointing away from Kerbal. Good. So, cause I want to kind of go by this side, because I want to have as much of a possible connection to Kerbal as possible. Nice. 100 is a little bit high, so I'm going to go ahead and actually slow down a bit, or burn radially inwards, which should be the completely other direction. Actually, slowing down might actually be the better idea here. Because that means we don't have to kill as much velocity when we actually are at periapsis. I want to have like a 30-kilometer orbit. Because that should count as close, and yeah, 36 should be okay. Can burn into an actual orbit from there. We should still have connection from periapsis, so that should be okay. I'm going to have 5 here anyway. Hello, Moon. We're actually going around. We have an eclipse on Kerbal right now. Or something close to it. Because if you... Yeah, I always forget that space is fucking huge, and I can't actually zoom that way. If you look at the sun right now, if that's... yeah, we are about to have an eclipse, or actually just had one somewhere. I don't know. In any way, let's go to periapsis. Eclipses on Kerbal, of course, are like something that's completely not rare. They have one every month, pretty much. Because every month they get to actually see the moon in between the sun and them. Because the orbits are not tilted at all. So, yeah. It's just not always on the same place on Kerbal where they actually get the eclipse. Okay, so I would be really glad if my periapsis would stop dropping. Okay, wrong. Burn above the retrograde node. So you burn up a bit while actually still burning down the apoapsis. Still not exactly what I want. Bit more like 45-degree burn. Yeah, that's better. Till our stop dropping. $27. Yeah. Burn up a bit. 27 by 48. And there we go towards a more 30 by 40. 32 by 41. That's totally okay. 39 should be close enough to actually get a temperature scan. Log temperature. Send that data home. And get the contract. Science data from around moon. And we have a lunar satellite. This is going to contract set 2. This is going towards Kerbal. Okay, so why contract set 2? That. You know, this is going towards the moon. This is going back. This should always have a connection to Kerbal. Really? If anything, it should go to contract set 1, not contract set 2. Because that's a nice relay in case we have, like, this part blocked, but this part still available. Could happen. Yeah, I think that's okay. In any way, we have a science satellite around the moon now. And it didn't even need its second stage. I keep on throwing out money with this part. But hey, yeah, we're gonna leave this here in orbit and actually use this to go back to the Space Center. And as the second part of this episode, so to say, we're first gonna fast forward till our Space Center is actually in the light again. Boom. Yeah, see? That's good. That's still in the Kerbal direction. Enough that that works most of the time. Now, this actually is behind the moon and cannot actually get any signal. Actually, it should be able to get that signal, but I don't see why it doesn't. But hey, I really don't care. Since we don't need that right now, we only need to launch our min set. Load up the min set. Min set 1. Now we're gonna put you into a roughly 20-kilometer orbit around Minmus, where you can get science data just like the moonset does. We have everything in the stage that it needs to be in launch. We turn on SAS and we wait for the countdown. 3, 2, 1, launch. And turn over. Keep kinda straight, please. Stop turning so much. And by that I mean rolling. Okay. Apoapsis of 100. Let's actually cut off the engine here. And fast forward a bit. $64. Let's get rid of that. Get to space, get towards apoapsis. And burn. Cut off again because we're still too far away from the apoapsis to actually matter. Z. That's more efficient. So for once, this stage is probably not going back into the atmosphere, as it usually does. Yep. Oops. So we already have a 200 kilometer periapse. Apoapse. Activate. So you can communicate. Target that at Kerbal. Activate. And target that at contract set 1 for the meantime. Where is that anyway? That's contract set 2. Contract set 1 is that one, and that's actually on the other side of Kerbal right now. Might not work that well. Anyway though, where is Minmus? Over there. There. That's... yeah. So somewhere around here, we should actually start seeing Minmus on the horizon rising up. That's probably Elu out there somewhere. Because Minmus should be up on the horizon above Moon. So somewhere up there. Along those lines somewhere. Since it has an inclined orbit, unlike the other moon. That's still Elu because that's in the actual plane. If I go on... okay, it should be just above the equator. So somewhere around there, good. And it should be easily visible too. There it is. Z. Map view, and I'll see you after the burn. Okay, this should somehow hit Minmus at least in some way, since that's also a 46-kilometer orbit. We just need to see if we actually encounter the moon or something. Then that's Kerbal, so let's actually go ahead and target that at the moon. or in particular Moonset 1. And switch over to the Moonset for a second. Because we don't have control of this right now anyway. Actually, we do, because we're still in the reach of the small antenna. But I wanna actually point the Moonset. Apart from pointing at Kerbal, I wanna also point it at Minset. So just in case we need like a relay between those. Hello. Vacuum light, thank you. That. Point that at Minset at all times. Should work. Reset the light level, get away Planet Shine, and let's actually switch back to Minset. There you go. Fly. And let's go out to Minmus. Shoot by the moon. And speed up here a little bit. And before we actually get too close, slow down again. So we're gonna essentially wait out here for Minmus to catch us. So good thing that the moon is not actually in our way right now. Because that would be annoying. We are almost missing Minmus. Okay. Right here, I'm going to F5. Just in case the sphere of influence change fucks something up. And then we can come in right under Minmus here. This should actually... let's do a little bit of course correction here. And burn a little bit north actually. This is a very bad time to do this, but actually we're so slow it's probably a good time. And then also, just so we really don't miss Minmus, we speed up a bit. Because I have a fear of missing Minmus. Okay, F5. Just in case that fucked something up. We can reload. Stop. And actually burn retrograde. Right here. Where's retrograde? Node ghosting. Please, do that. Even if it's not the maneuver node you're ghosting. Because I can't do maneuvers yet. You know, it would be easier if I could do maneuvers, because then I could have just set a maneuver and knew where the retrograde vector was. But yeah. Okay, now we have periapsis. Okay, get that down. We want a roughly 20-kilometer orbit, so I'm gonna go down to like 29 and then see if I actually get connection from periapsis, because if not, that's gonna be a little bit bad. It's gonna be a little bit annoying, at least. Where's Minmus? There. Huh. Okay. F5 here, since we did manage to get into an orbit. And then fast forward. We almost killed all our orbital velocity around Minmus. So I want to keep that up. Okay. Now, and this is where relaying over the moon will come in handy as soon as we come out the other side. How close are we? 100 kilometers. We are going around the dark side, so planet shine, please. Turn up the ambient light for us. And then we're actually gonna see whether we get connection close to a Peri-min, so to say. So we don't have a connection here. Is that correct? Yep. So we need to wait till we have a connection, which should happen as soon as we have a connection to the moon, which is gonna take a while. You know, I should be able to lock this any... Oh, too bad. That works. Doesn't it? Doesn't. Good. Since that's not... Is that not the moon? Coming over the horizon there? Because I should have a connection to the moon if I get... Actually, probably the moon's orbiter is actually not in reach. Since it's behind the moon or something. There's actually the moon. What was the... What the hell? Did I just confuse fucking... fucking... What's the closest planet? Moho. With the moon? Is that a thing that happened? Also, apparently I still don't get control here. Where do I see? There, no connection. Good. That means if I time accelerate a little bit, I should get connection here. Good. Which means we're definitely too far away to get a temperature scan, since you need to be below like 20 or something. But I still can get my periapsis on the other side of the moon. Not planet. It's not a planet. It's barely a moon, really. Now burn below here, so the periapsis actually rises a bit. Or at least stays the same, kinda. And then get our actual apoapsis. Okay, we gonna burn exactly straight down right now. (32 to 39), and then we're actually gonna go ahead and bring this down to about 20. And from over there we actually should have a connection, so that should be fine. 22, 21, 2019. Good. Now we go to the other side. Take it on the other side. Reset the ambient light here, since we are going around the other side, which is the light side. Because always look on the bright side of the moon. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20. Minmus is actually reflecting. Didn't I already say today that I love planet shine? Nice turquoise coming off of there. Okay. Oops. Don't burn our periapsis too low. What are we actually going towards? Periapsis. So, I want to burn up a bit. God fucking... (16, 17 by 21, 20 by 18). That should be perfect. And then please point yourself north, so you always have sun on your solar panels. Log temperature. And send that home. And contract complete. Okay. So now we should always have some sun exposure. Actually, where's galactic north? More like that, isn't it? So that should actually work better. Even though that's pointing towards Minmus more, like less. Anyway, we have a Minmus satellite as well. Go back to the Space Center. And then I would say we are done for this episode. And we're gonna do some more contracting next time. Probably some satellites, some science data, some engine testing, if there's something like easy to test. Apart from that, I'd say like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!